Hey, Daniil Lanier here, and I love informing and educating people. It is one of my passions. It's something I really love to do. Now, I feel like sometimes I should be walking around with a camera all the time because something will happen, life happens, and it's a DIY moment or a how-to moment. I may have a product or a process or something like that that I want to showcase that I miss. Because sometimes just life happens and you need to fix it, you need to get it done, and I can't show everything. So I had my kitchen drains were clogged up, my kitchen sink was really clogged up, and I wish I would have shown you guys the whole process, but I didn't. Had a cool product to show you. Wish I would have been able to show you guys that process and how that drain was clogged and how it unclogged. But if you have kids, you guys know, no matter how old your kids get, kids are the gift that keeps on giving. So my daughter and my grandson's hair clogged up the bathtub and made a perfect opportunity for you to check out the Kleerdrain. This is what I use for my kitchen sink, and we're gonna see if the Kleerdrain works for this hair clog that I have in the bathtub. Now this works off of air. I know it looks like a dynamite plunger, but this works off of air and the volume of water, and it just pushes the clog. No chemicals, no snake or any of that. This thing just works off air. So I'm gonna show you guys all about this thing. We're gonna put it through its paces, really, because this tub is just really clogged up, and we're gonna see if the Kleerdrain can get the job done. Thanks to my daughter and my grandson. Got something to show you guys. Kleerdrain, unclogging the tub. Let's get into it. All right, I'm kind of trying to work back and forth, but you'll see some of the pitting on this cast iron pipe where the hair is getting stuck. This is the body of the clog right here. I think I'm in right now. There's a little bit of hair right there. I know trying to focus in here, but yeah, I'm in the body of the clog. There's some hair there. So we definitely have a nice little hair clog right here that we're going to try to get out. So we used our Owivic endoscope borescope to see that we do have a clog in here. Thanks to my daughter. Love my daughter. Got a little clog, little hair clog. So we're going to use our Kleerdrain in here, which I've used this before for my kitchen sink, like I talked about. So we're going to use this guy, but I got a little something I got to deal with first. Now, because I've used this before and I know how it works, it takes that column of water that we're going to fill the tub up and let it fill up, and then we're going to use that pressure from the column of water and the air pressure to push that clog out. Knowing that on my tub, I've got this backflow system in your tub. So if your tub is filling up, the water gets up here, it's just a backflow, but the air is going to want to come out of this, because when you use it in a double sink, you've got to cover up the other side of the sink to get the pressure to go directly down. And it man, let me tell you, that blow by coming out of that sink, I wish I would have recorded that for you guys, I'm sorry, but it definitely sends some pressure down. So knowing that I have that as a possibility that it's going to blow air, because the way this drain works, the drain goes down, but then there's this vent that comes up right here. So what I'm going to attempt to do is to help out the system. I'm just going to kind of, and I may not even have to do this. Hopefully my method right here works. Kind of keep all the air in here. So I'm just putting a rag in there. And normally I would have some duct tape or Gorilla Tape. This is a little more tactile, but I'm actually out. How about that? So I've been doing MacGyver stuff and duct taping everything around the house and Gorilla Taping everything. So hopefully this will work with the rag in there. Hopefully the pressure won't come up to the point where it blows this tape off. But hey, it'll be interesting for the video, right? So I'm just gonna try to get this on there. Help out with the seal. Again, what we're trying to do is when we blow this air down, we're gonna fill the tub up next because we want a column of water, which is gonna help with our pressure. So we're adding the pressure from the air on top of that column of water should push the blockage down. So let's go ahead, fill up the tub, and then I'll show you guys how to use the Kleerdrain, which is going to be fun. All right, I want to go through the setup before I fill up the tub full of water so you can see how to get set up before we start this process. So what I'm going to do is show you guys different parts. So there's really two parts to this. So you have this chamber here and then this upper chamber. This bottom chamber is for your disc, and this is like, so what I think is going on, this disc just aids in building the pressure. There might be an active agent in here. So you've got these little power discs right here is what they call them. It's got writing on one side, white on the other side, and you put this disc in here. Now I've seen some people experiment with multiple discs. I don't think you have to do that, but if you want to experiment, feel free. I'm just going to use one. Just make sure it's flat all the way in there. So I got that disc in there, and then I'm just going to screw this part right in here back on. Just make sure it's tight all the way down. All right. And then this upper piece right here, this little orange piece, this is where your CO2 goes. So you're going to put your CO2 right in there. And you just got to pop it in there. So you're just going to pop your CO2 right in there just like that. And I'm just going to screw this down on here. So it screws on. And now we are loaded and ready to go. So just like a plunger, boom, like dynamite. And I'm telling you, this thing is forceful, so it's going to come out. So just be ready for that. Just hold the pressure down when you get in there, because that first one, the first time you do it, you're going to be like, wow, that's a lot of pressure. It's definitely going to force that vacuum, that volume of water down with some force. All right. So we're all loaded. Let's get the tub filled up and we'll be ready to go. All right, and I've got a good bit of water in here. Now, it does drain down. It just drains down extremely slow. So I'm gonna kind of get myself positioned in here, get myself going, and gotta get my foot on this ledge, get set in here because I want to be ready to push this pressure down. So I'm gonna get and make sure I got a good seal in here. It's kind of crazy how you get used to your foot on the ledge like that. Didn't think that would be a transferable skill for this, but here we go. Yeah. All right. So this thing is like I said, it's like pushing down a plunger for like dynamite. Not that we all have that skill, but here we go. So I'm going to give it a little countdown because this thing's going to go. It might blow this tape off. So just be ready. We might have some fun here. So I got good seal, looks like, going down in here. Got my water pressure from my volume of water. I'm excited. Let's go. So 1, 2, 3. Well, it wasn't exciting as the last time I did it. Uneventful. Like I said, it could be blowing back in here. Let's see what we got. Water's going down. And we'll put the scope in and we'll see, you know, if we really got drain fill, but it's definitely going down fast. So I'm gonna turn the water on and we'll see if it fills up on its own. So that'll be the indicator if we actually fix the issue or not. I know for my sink, I actually had to do it twice. Now, first time it actually blew how we had it set up, it blew the hole down on the other part of the sink. Let's get some water. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let the water get as high as it can get, because it's working so much better right now than what it was. But I feel like there's still a little residual in there. I think that's about as much as we're gonna get. It looks like it's doing any more than that. It's filling up just this ever so slightly. Let's take that and go. Let's see how it's going down. Definitely going down way faster than it was. All right, let's see how we're looking now. This is after I've used the Kleerdrain twice now, and it's looking much better. Like, I still see my pitting, my old pipe. I know I got that challenge. It's kind of weird that I have that water down at the bottom down there, but everything looks so much better. It looks like the clog is definitely free. I'm going to run some water and we're going to see if this thing fills up or if it just lets the water drain down. So I'm going to run some water for a little bit and see what we got, but definitely a much better look than before. All right, so I've let this water run for a good solid 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, and it's not filling up. So I'm going to say the drain is definitely good. We are clear and good to go. So there it is, the Kleerdrain worked great. You saw that water running 15 minutes. I mean, the drain works, so I just kept running water, but 15 minutes to make sure it was running great, running fantastic. Did it look a little weird? Like, I don't know why I got that little bit of water that you can see. I would think that I could just go straight down to the sewer, but the water is draining fine. The water is fantastic. Having no issues with the water, and I've actually ran it for a few days now and no issues with the shower at all or the tub at all. Draining water, Kleerdrain works fantastic. I wish I'd have found out about this thing years ago, because you can use this on sinks, tubs, toilets. You can use it on all kind of things. It's just air, no chemicals. This is something you definitely want to get for your house. I want to say this was right around $16, something like that. And then if you need new CO2 cartridges, you can buy CO2 cartridges, but inexpensive way to clear your drains out with all the mess, all the fuss. This thing is simple, easy way to go. So I'm telling you, Kleerdrain, you guys got to get one of these. Get the Kleerdrain, all right? This is Daniil Lanier. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Like the videos. I got more reviews, DIY, how-tos, and of course, cool motivation coming at you. Kleerdrain, I'm out. Deuces.